The floods among the worst in recent memory. Relentless monsoon rains and water released from a dam upstream in the Indian state of Tripura have submerged vast areas in Bangladesh, damaging homes, farmlands, and infrastructure. As floodwaters recede slowly, many of the affected people remain isolated in remote areas and are in urgent need of food, clean water, and medicine. Like many others, Sharufa Begum is still reluctant to leave her home, hoping the water will fully recede soon. All her family members left the village when the flood hit.
I'm staying here alone now. I put a table on top of the bed frame and sleep on it because there's water here still. Relatives are bringing food for me. Everything is damaged.
More than 300,000 people affected by flood are taking refuge in emergency shelters. Some even had to take refuge by the roadside, with shelters made with just plastic shit. Most shelters are overwhelmed by the influx of displaced people who have left everything behind.
There's a problem with adequate food, fresh water, and clean clothes. My grandchildren are having problems staying here. It is a very crowded place.
The lack of a sufficient number of boats is making the task of delivering relief to people in remote villages very challenging. In many instances, people have to go to the main road to collect aid, while blocked roads hinder rescue and relief efforts. Massive gridlock in Dhaka-Chattogram highway, which also connect three districts that are badly affected by flood, and it's causing the relief convoy major delays to reach its final destinations. Food and waters are scarce, and relief still hasn't reached many isolated villages.
We have been stuck in a major traffic jam for a long time. We bought a lot of relief materials that need to be distributed to people urgently and by today.
55-year-old Saeed Mia says he has never seen a flood like this in his lifetime.
It was raining hard, and there was a massive rush of water that came upstream from India. We didn't have time to salvage anything. It was all gone in just one night.
For those affected by the flood, it's a devastating reality that has disrupted their lives, leaving them grappling with the loss of homes, crops, livestock, and livelihoods, with a future shrouded in economic uncertainty. Tanvi Chaudhary, Al Jazeera, Nangol Court, Kumilla.
And Tanvir Chowdhury joins us now live from Comilla in eastern Bangladesh. And it has to be said, Tanvir, that the floods continue and the misery for those affected will continue for the foreseeable future as they try to move to safety.
Yes, and a lot depends on the monsoon rains and upstream water from India. I'm right next to the Gumti River, which is way behind. This is an overflow of the river when a dike gave up, and the onrush of water from Indian state of Tripura when they opened the dam flooded the entire banks. These were actually settlement. You can see the tree lines, they're still under the submerged in the water. Water have receded in the northeastern Bangladesh and some parts of eastern and southeastern parts, but many of the rivers are still flowing almost in the danger level. Any major rain could potentially aggravate the situation, and many people are still in isolated pockets who needs aid, who needs to be rescued because you can't get there, and all the boats are being used for relief and rescue operation. You hardly can find any boats. People are even using tractors to get as far as they can get, but many of the people have to come to a certain point and location to get their relief, sometimes even in the main roads. And all the gridlocks in the main highways and the inner roads which are damaged are causing a lot of delays for the reliefs to get through. What will happen is once this water do recede, tens of thousands of people, mostly poor farmers, will have to take years, months to recover from this, and they'll need all the aid from the government, NGOs and aid agency to recover from it. Yet there could be another flood, another monsoon or cyclone, a country that is devastated by impact of climate change, and it could be potentially more flood in future, who knows.
Tanvir Chowdhury there for us in Comilla. Thank you.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.